What is up, fellas? Good evening. So it's 12:01 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, or if you're coming out from the West Coast, 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So anyway, start this off right, guys. Are you ready? What is up? I feel like I was just here before. Oh man, there's like no way in hell. There's no way in hell that I can top what just transpired in the past 2 hours. Like in the past hour, there's no way. There's no way. So you know, what can I do? If you can't beat them, you join them. Am I right? So, anyway, guys, it is, it's July 24th, 2014. This is episode Lucky 13 of, Crest of Resurgence. I can't believe I've gone 13 episodes of Crest of Resurgence. Wow, this is really cool. You guys are awesome. You really are. So, yo, what's up, Chevy? So anyway, if anybody saw any of my preview blog post, you guys know what's going to happen. So roughly in about the next, 30 to 60 seconds, you might be hearing a little ding that's synonymous with a Google Hangout. So if you guys, two specific people are in the room, you should come on in. And we should get this rolling right off the bat. Because when you're hyped up, you're hyped up. Am I right? So, okay. Here, hold on. You ready? If you guys haven't seen the preview... Alright, here we go. Hold on. Oh my god, long time no see! How have you been? I haven't seen you guys in like forever.
It's been so long.
I know, right? This is crazy. Kitty, this is real. You guys are like ridiculous tonight.
What? It was just a standard show. Nothing epic or anything like that. Come on.
What? What are you talking about? No, there's Gigglebox, and then there is ridiculousness. You guys, you guys win the interwebs. I swear. I was like, holy shit! I can't believe this. But yeah, I thought it was. I don't know, man. It was some of your best work, man. I swear.
We wanted to make it worth your time because you were gonna upset your schedule for that. So. And we will warn you on days like that. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna need warnings on days like because I can't miss super fun stuff like that. I really can't. Regardless of what I'm doing, it's like, Rich, you gotta stop for at least 15-20 minutes. You know, your pre-show, and just stop and watch. You know?
No, you're okay, CB. I had just gotten on before, after we were talking, so don't worry about it.
Oh, yeah. But anyway, there is a reason why I'm here, guys, and I'm going to try to do this in a fun and lively manner, but the reason why I've been asking, seriously, I've been trying to get Eagle Mama to come on, and it just worked out that tonight was the night I was bringing in two fellow hosts who just also happened to be vendors. Just happened to be vendors. What a shocker, you know? So anyway, let me go ahead. It's a totally different thing. Let me go ahead and start putting in links in the room because you guys got to check out, believe it or not, these guys actually run a small business also. It's true. I'm not lying.
We do. Uh-oh. Okay. My computer's freezing. Sorry.
Uh-oh. So anyway, let me go ahead and put the links in the room. So here are the links, guys. Here are the links for their website, and here is their... Oh, wait, why is that not connected? Hold on, let me do that again.
Yeah, if you're not on the Facebook page yet,
go like it. Go check it out.
There's still a chair or two left.
Hold on, I'm gonna do it
again.
Let me do it again.
Close to our 500 likes on our Facebook page, and there may be a giveaway at that time.
Okay, guys, whoever hasn't liked Enchanted E6's page yet, go there now. Hold on, let me see where we're at. Let's see where we're at. I'm just curious. Totally.
What are you thinking, man? No, go make up a couple of more accounts.
All right, let's just see. I'm going to track this now. I want to see where we're at. Let's see the love in the room. We're at 491. We need at least 9 more people. Let's bring them over right now. Bring them over 500 right now. By the way, incidentally, you guys have been doing this for quite a while. Guys, you're not giving these guys the love they deserve. So let's just do it now. Let's do it now. Okay, let's see where we're at.
Do it now. Go, do it now. Do it now. Sorry.
I gotta tell you, I need to talk about one of the first times I ever talked to Eagle Mama. When I first, it was like one of the first times I actually seen you online or whatnot. And 503, congratulations, guys! You're over 500, by the way.
Awesome. So
you guys in the room are fantastic. Thank you very much for doing it. But
it'll be on the Facebook page, and I'll let you guys know when it happens. Sorry, go ahead.
Well, no. Well, here's the thing. I don't know if you remember this, Eagle Mama, but the first time I met you, I was on a daytime show, and you just happened to be like, I'm gonna give away a bottle of Bitches Brew.
Yeah.
Right? And did the random. I got it, and then I remember when I got the parcel, it was like a week or so later, I was looking at the address, and that's the first real conversation I had. It wasn't even talking about vaping. It was like, holy crap, my family has property out there. I have been to that town. I was like, what the hell? This is crazy. It's like, who the heck has ever heard of this town in New Mexico,
Oh, come on, it's not that small a town.
Well, I'm saying at the time, because you have to understand, my family bought the parcel of land 1980. I went there as a kid, and there was barely anything going on there. It was just there were homes in construction, and there were a couple of show homes for people to go in and look around and stuff. But yeah, it was crazy. I was just like, wow. So anyway, that's my first real memory of you, from when I met you. I was talking about that because I thought that was just like, wow, that's cool. I know you guys are like, oh my god, Rich, you're talking about real estate. But hey, it's my first. Oh, look, that's so nice.
This guy. Who's this guy?
Oh yeah, I like that picture. I know. I didn't shave my. Look, I actually trimmed my beard. Oh God. I have the pic. You guys had the picture of also of the three of us. We had the three of us also.
Hold on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me get that one up. There we go.
Yay! There it is. I know. I have that picture. Of course, I'm wearing my Broncos hat, even though I'm completely not matching that day. I was working, so I was wearing a work shirt. But yeah, okay. So anyway, guys, let's talk about this. So, you guys, I mean, the thing is, I wasn't sure if you guys were even going to Vegas.
We weren't either.
Right?
It's one of those things. It's like I don't know. Yay!
Yeah, I mean, because like I knew there was a lot of people that you wanted to like hang out and meet there. Like I know Steve's was there, and like the whole Vape Fritz crew. Like who's like Jeeper was there. I think who else?
Lindsay was there.
Yeah.
Rhino was there. Jared, Tiny, Loki.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. There was a lot of Nova people there. A lot of people. Like we were definitely represented at that meet. It was a fun meet. I mean, like it was a huge room. For you guys to go to that, for that being your first national meet, you went to a gem because that was a gigantic room, bigger than like any VaporCon room went to. About as big as Bash. It might even have been a little bit bigger than Bash. You know, it was just nonstop people, and they put the seats in the middle so you could chill out and I don't know, have brews or whatnot. I don't know.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I loved it. It was a lot of fun, and we got to meet so many different people, and it was just really neat, in my opinion. I hope we get to go again.
Yeah, I mean, like, as far as, well, anyway, I'm moving ahead of myself. Let's start with the beginning, you know. I know you guys are like, oh my God, how can you guys do this? These guys just came off an epic show, and you're going to start throwing vaping questions at them. How dare you?
That's why we're here.
How dare you throw vaping questions at these guys? But anyway, but I mean, like, just in case people don't know, because, I mean, come on, let's face it. You guys have been volunteering your time in the community for a long, long time. But before that, there was smoking. So, obviously, like, how long do you guys smoke, and how did you actually find vaping in your lives?
How long did you smoke?
I'll let you go first because I'll continue the story.
Oh, that means I have to do the math. Some like 27 years on the drain, man.
And I smoked for about 24 years. And the way we found vaping was, I've been hearing about it sporadically. Every once in a while I'd hear about it, and I was starting to get curious about it.
Right.
And my younger brother had gotten a job at a call center, and one of the guys at the call center was a vapor. And my younger brother was also a smoker, and the guy was, had this great deal that he could get you a good discount from the local vape shop, which was Route 66 Vapor.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, you know what? We just paid off the credit card. Let's go check this shit out. You know, I didn't want to spend very much money or anything like that because I wasn't sure it was going to work. I mean, we had both tried the patch. I had tried lozenges.
Couldn't keep either one of them lit.
We tried cold turkey many times, mainly due to financial reasons, but we did try cold turkey, the whole 9 yards, and nothing ever worked. So I was kind of skeptical about this vaping idea, or this e-cig idea. So we went down to the local vape shop, and I went, okay, let's get we'll get 3 starter kits and go from there, because I figured 3 of us were living together, you know, we were all going to do this at once, so there was no possibility of a smoker being in the house.
You know, if it's going to work, everybody involved in the area has to do it.
And so we got the 3 starter kits. My younger brother, I think, put down cigarettes that day and never picked them up again. I took about 2 to 3 days. I carried around a pack of cigarettes for about 3 days.
Oh yeah, that made life easy. You run cigarettes, my lighter, and my brake gear, and make sure I got battery in it. yeah, those were good times right there. Oh yeah, good times.
And then I think Pandora took
2 weeks.
2 weeks. And the really funny part is we had a carton and a half of cigarettes in our freezer at the time. And so we had cigarettes, and we switched to vaping while having a good supply of cigarettes. After 2 weeks, they were never touched. I think 3 months later, we donated them to a smoker friend.
Yeah, funny thing, the smoker friend we still had left had no problem accepting 3-month-old donated cigarettes. He thought he
was like, this is a surprise. It's a great surprise.
I'm like, no. When you're done with that, come talk to me about this.
Yeah. So, but he never really got into it. He didn't like it, and where he lives, there's no options.
He was actually one of the statistics that, shall we say, enjoy failed.
Yeah, he tried a cigarette, didn't like it, didn't feel like going through anything else.
Oh man, that's no, that's.
And I wasn't even looking to quit. I swear to Bob, I was all over the attitude of I will quit.
Yeah, but you got
6 feet under and cannot get up to go to 7-Eleven and be like, hey man, I need a quarter for a pack of smokes, man. I'm just a quarter short. Come on.
Yeah, but you guys have been doing this for a while. I mean, like, people were asking how long. It's like 3 years at least, right?
It'll be 3 years in March.
Yeah, so, I mean, because as far my perception is, you guys have been at this like forever. Because by the time I started, and then I finally met, I met you first, Igama, and then I met Pandora later on, and then I realized you guys were a couple, and I was like, whoa, what the? And it was like I met Pandora under a completely different circumstance. It was just like he was in a room one day, and I thought he was hilarious. That's all it was.
Oh, me?
Yeah, I was like, dude, this guy's like a comedian.
Oh, one thing. Ah! Get for the room now.
Dude, he even drew in the bro on it. You read it? It's like a stupid.
Yeah, that's the bro fist.
But anyway, so
what? You don't bro fist, bro?
I can't.
Don't you bro fist? Do you even bro fist?
You know what's so funny, because like outside of vaping circles, like people are like, dude, you do realize what brofist is like? That's kind of like a little connotation, so to speak. I was like, what? That was like a Budweiser commercial in the late 90s. What do you mean it's like this? I was like, and you know what? Who cares if it's like that? I mean, really? But yeah, my friend at work was like, what the hell? I know, Zuli. I know. But anyway, all right. Wait, hold on. Straight set. Okay. So, anyway, thanks for sharing the stories. I mean, like, I'm sure a lot of people can definitely relate to, like, how people, like, a lot of our stories are similar, but, some people worse off than others. Like, some people had a, lose function of their lungs. Some people, like we heard from Courtney earlier tonight, lost part of her lung before she went to vaping. It's crazy what people would be doing to keep smoking, because, let's face it, nicotine's a very addictive substance, I don't
think it's necessarily the nicotine, though.
You don't?
No, I don't. Because if it was the nicotine, we would have a harder time dropping our nicotine as we vape. Now it's a choice. I know a lot of people, Pandora's one of them, who have no interest in dropping their nicotine. I did. I went from 24 milligrams 2 years ago. I'm down to 6. Unless I'm unless I'm using one of my Addies, then I'm 0. So I don't think it's necessarily that you're just addicted to the nicotine in cigarettes. It's all the other stuff that you're addicted to.
I mean, like, just the oral fixation of it, just the motions and stuff like that?
It's the other
passing
chemicals.
the time.
Yeah.
And a lot of the other chemicals. There's one thing about vaping that was totally separate for me. I lost my timer.
What?
No, seriously. It's like, okay, how long does it take to boil a nick? About 2 cigarettes. I lost my damn timer.
I got a 10-minute break. That means I can smoke a cigarette and a half. Let me run
exactly.
out.
Yeah, 15-minute break is 2 cigarettes.
Yeah, so you lose your timer when you become a vapor.
Yeah.
Because you'll be sitting there hitting your PV and you're like, wait.
Wait.
That has happened to me. Oh my god. I never thought about it until just... Oh god.
Now you think differently. It's like, okay, get to Vegas, it's going to take me 2, maybe 2.5 packs of cigarettes. Now it's like, oh, Vegas, shit, dude, that's 50 mils, bro.
And it also depends on the nick level, because how about if you're clouding the whole way? Is it 50 mils or is it 100 mils? So you have to, oh man, it just makes things too complicated now. You know what?
We lost our timers.
Oh man, now I'm gonna have to now because of you, I'm taking tomorrow, I'm driving 18 hours. I'm driving 18 hours tomorrow night. You know what's gonna be in my head all night? Refiguring out how I'm gonna associate vaping with time constraints.
Do that. I want to know.
I'm probably gonna do it, think about it, and I'm gonna brainstorm it for hours while I'm on the road.
There we go. We can make a new meme. I get 5 mils per mile.
Oh god, no! I don't drip in. I don't drip and drive when I go in long hauls. For me, I'll set up like 4 or 5 pro tanks, and I usually put brand new coils in them, just in case. And then as one drains down, I'll just throw in another one. It's the easiest way to go about it. And I make sure I have 2 PVs with 2 extra batteries.
And if you can, get an inverter, take your charger.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't even realize it, but as far as you guys, I mean, obviously there's a period of time when you're just vapors, you're discovering the community, you're getting involved. Obviously, I know, Mama, that you're a very intelligent person. You guys obviously have a serious side to you when you talk, when it comes to advocacy and things that go on. That's one thing I've always noticed, especially when I started hosting on Nova and in the chat. You guys are very in tune with what's going on. You're very sensitive with every little thing that's going on. You silently have your fingers in everything. Is what I'm trying to say.
Far, but yeah, I understand what you're saying.
No, and what I mean is, I'm not saying you're just sitting there out of malice, you guys really know your shit, and when you spew out something of importance, people do listen. I know I listen because, I know you put a lot of thought into it before, and it could be about anything. I'm not talking about anything specific, guys. I'm just talking about any little thing that happens that can be maybe big or small. You got to always have a very thought out opinion on it. And me personally, I've never admitted this to you before. When something goes on and you guys comment, I listen.
Cool.
Dude, it's working.
For real. And I don't know if I can pay you a bigger compliment than that, but that's how I feel.
That was really awesome, man. Thank
really, Rich, you want to be one of my kids so that I have one kid that listens to me?
Nice.
Well, there's always gonna be hey, actually, you don't want me to be a kid because I'm the black sheep of my family. I really am. My oldest brother is a minister. My younger brother, is the youngest. He does no wrong, smart kid. My older brother in Denver, he's my mom. Looks like my mom. So, and then there's me, the renegade. So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I would fit in. I don't know. I could definitely use another surrogate father. So, it's always good to have dads you go fishing with, go bowling with.
As long as I'm in the wheel, you can adopt me. I don't care.
But anyway, but anyway, I did want to voice that because, as awesome as these,
appreciate it.
yeah, as as fun and as lighthearted as their show is, they do have the serious side, and you guys don't pull punches at all. At least my perception is. Correct me if I'm wrong. My perception is, you guys tell it like it is, and if people don't like it, they can go F themselves.
Not necessarily go F themselves, but if they have a different of opinion, that is their choice.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to change our opinion, but if they have a difference of opinion, hey, more power to them.
I'm with you. I'm with you on that. Yeah, you're like, well, hey, prove me wrong. I don't know. You're not proving me wrong. Oh, well, I guess your opinion doesn't count.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know, so anyway, like, so I know you guys were talking about how, like, this has obviously changed your lives. It's changed all our lives. You've been involved in the community for quite some time. And then you decided, you know, that I guess the next thing was you guys started doing a show. You've been doing the show, Gigglebox, for a while. You guys are definitely some of the resident, I guess, hosts that came from Elixir, and then you're now here in Nova since its
We didn't
inception.
come from Elixir.
Really?
We never hosted on Elixir. No, we didn't. We started off on Vape on TV. That didn't work out very well.
Right.
Then we went to the other guys, and we were there for a while, and then we came
That's a
here.
fun bunch.
Oh, you know what? Let me tell you. I'm so glad that JD and Students and those guys finally hopped onto this domain.
Oh, yeah.
They're like the last holdout. Their whole perception, like, F you, we're staying at Vaughn. And they were to come on the shows on Sunday night, like when they were broadcast, and I'd come in and I'd be like, dude, come with us. They're like, vape, fuck vaping. He'll sit there with a little corn husk, little freaking.
Oh,
He's like, fuck vaping. But then look where they are. Like, you got JD opened up a brick and mortar recently. Sudis is about to, like, embark on another business. They don't fool me. They don't fool me.
Yeah, once you get a little vapor on you, it's hard to wash off, you know?
Yeah, you know, now I remember it. You guys were on Other Guys. That's right. And then you came over here. And then later on, then I came in. But you guys were already, like, situated by the time I came in. Because I didn't come in to Nova until after VaporCon last year. I'm like one of the newbies, technically.
Kind of,
Sorta.
but I grew up watching your show, bro.
Grew up.
You know, as a vapor, you know, you start off crawling with your ego.
Yeah.
You know, you grow up. Yeah. Watched
Yeah.
this in my teen years, man.
I know, because with me, like, my like, how I got here was different. Like, I started at TVN, then that turned into Quest, went to Funk. I didn't want to take sides. Drama. So, I mean, but I couldn't anyway because I got sick. Took a 5-month hiatus. Next thing you know, I'm on VapeNet. And then from VapeNet, I came here. But I like it here, dude. You guys are cool. I like the Nova family. I do.
I love it here.
You know?
You know, we've had our drama and stuff, and
Right.
we've had a few ups and downs, but mostly ups. And you know, it's not the Gestapo. You know, it's real laid back here, and that's what I like.
Mhm. Yeah, I could definitely relate. Like, you know, being, you know, without really delving into it, there are situations where you could be involved with certain niches within a community, and they feel they're empowered to, like, tell you, oh, you can't do this, you can do this. I'm like, what? I mean, it's called common sense. If you're gonna broadcast on air, as long as you use common sense, you'll be fine. You know? And, like, some people felt they needed to baby us. And I was like, what?
The way
You
I
know?
see it, the difference between the channels is just the flavor of the drama.
Yeah.
You know, you find one that your palate agrees with, and you stick with
It's more of different personalities. You get similar personalities together, you have a good channel. You get a bunch of really hyper people with one dull person. That poor dull person is going to, I'm sorry, the not as excited person.
it. Thank you.
Right?
It's going to have a different experience. I mean, vaping channels, they're all great. Well, okay, the majority of them are great,
Definitely. All of them are worth checking out.
you know, and it just depends on what type of show you like to watch. You know, you've got your major giveaways. You have your shows that are very informative. You have your shows that are fun. You
The
have
slow morning shows with music, though, so you can do other shit.
while you're listening to background music. I mean, there's all kinds, and it can be a lot of fun. I mean, we used to, when we were on Stickum, God, we'd bounce through we'd have 4 or 5 shows up at any given time just having a blast.
Oh, man, I miss Stickum days. You know,
Me too.
and this is the one thing, for those of you who are newer in the vaping community, you missed out. Okay, let's just, I really need to state this. That's the only way I could say it. You missed out, because before, when we were on Stickam, not only was the broadcast going on, but on the side, like on the right side, there was like 6 available slots where people can cam up and actually be involved in the broadcast process. You know, based on like the reactions on cam, like, you know, and chatting. It was just really, like, it really made those shows during that period of time wonderful in my eyes, in a general sense. I'm kind of hoping that, I don't know, they step up over here and they decide to give cams to this domain, because that would rule, and bring back a level of, I guess, closeness you would have with your constituents in the community. You know, it would make it so that, you know, not just the hosts that were hosting a particular show, but viewers would be getting involved, would be actively involved in the process of the show. I don't know. I thought that was awesome.
Oh yeah, it was. You know, the possibilities of that were endless, and we ran them to the upper limits. It was great.
Oh yeah, man. I mean, especially remember the last day of Stickum?
I have a shot at that. Actually.
I have some shots at that last day too, and let me tell you what I saw on some of these channels. Like, it was just funny.
God,
like,
that was insane.
Well, what was going on in your channel? Just out of curiosity.
Nothing major. I don't even think we broadcasted that day. We just kind of, the other guys just kind of went, meh, let's go see what else other people are doing. And then you go into all the other channels, and the side cams are just full of tits. I mean, it's like every channel you went into, every side cam had a set of boobs.
It was crazy. And in one particular network, right, that I went in, I kept walking in at the wrong time. I walk in, and no, it wasn't boobs that I was seeing. I was seeing a sort of dance, so to speak, that involved a certain organ.
Nice.
It sucked. I was like, no!
I get this from the last day? Fuck you, Stickum!
I know, it's like, damn it! Yeah, you were there, Melissa, right? Oh my god. Yep, pretty much, Raul, pretty much. And multiple dances. I was just like, no, it was like somebody would message me, Rich, come in right now. So, they're dropping boobs. I'm like, what? So I'd go into that room. What do I see? Helicopters. I was like, sort of. And then there was a certain time where you couldn't log in anymore. So you had to be in a certain room before that final cutoff. And they kept the domains going. They kept it rolling. Like, but whoever left, you couldn't come back in. So that was their way of pushing everybody out. So people just stuck to it, even though they were going to close at midnight. Some channels ran to almost 3 a.m. that night. And didn't matter if you had work the next day, because it was the last day of Stickum. You had to be awake to see what the hell was going to happen. Yeah. And yeah, I ran into one room where it didn't last very long. Let's just put it this way. Genders converged. I think that's the nicest way to put it.
Right.
And I was just like... I was just kind of like... But it did... As soon as they found out, they cut off the channel. I was like, ah. You know, so basically, I guess for one night, it turned to Chatterbait.
Yeah,
it did. And it was pretty intense. There were some channels that were just like real mopey and emotional about, this is it, we'll never do another broadcast, we'll find somewhere, I swear, but love you guys.
I know, I heard that. I was like, oh man, I want to hear the show. I want to see some boobs.
Show me your boobs.
Spike. Miss Spike. Spike. Holy hell, that one was funny.
Oh, she's got some big hooters.
Oh yeah, she went whoop, and the boobs went doingy, doingy, doingy.
She got big hooters. Like, speaking of this particular person, I was at Vape Expo in Ann Arbor. Okay, the very first one, it was like in September 2012. Like, I'm saying it like it's such a long time ago, when it was like, you know, like less than 24 months ago. And I went there, and you know, this particular person was in a room, and she was just walking around, no shirt on. I like walked, and she was like, "Oh, hey, Rich." I'm like, I'm just like, I'm sorry, what? And like she was just walking around like some dude, changing, like no big deal. I love women like that. They're so sure of themselves. They don't care. They're like, hey, but figuratively, when you think about it, in New York City, women are allowed to walk around like that. It's illegal. That's right. Everybody, all you ladies out there, come to New York. You can walk around like that.
Really?
Yep, it is completely legal in New York City. You do not get ticketed, nothing. It's not considered indecent exposure.
Safe.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't suggest doing that at night. But we're talking like people are walking around Central Park, going out, walking around the Lower East Side, the Village, whatnot, just hanging out. It's no big deal.
I don't ever see it happening, man. And I'll tell you why. That's a loss of a very important pocket.
That is true. Well, no, not necessarily, Missy. I mean, like, a lot of women, like, I've seen videos and news stories about it. I mean, like, to them, they're just looking like it's no big deal. Like, hey, we have the right to. They have, like, they have a yearly meetup, I guess. I can't think of the name of it, what they do. They do, not a protest, but, like, I'm female, hear me roar kind of shit. I don't know what you call that. A get together?
Convention, speak up, man.
a tit meet. I don't know. Yeah, a rally. That's it. Thank you, Raul. A rally.
Oh.
Well, this took a wrong turn. I'm sorry, guys. I was trying to be serious. I just can't with these guys. I tried. I can't.
Why?
Why be serious? You cannot laugh at life. You're going to live a very miserable life.
Yeah, okay. You got a point there. No, I mean, I laugh a lot. It's just that, like, all right. I'm not saying I want to be serious, but I really do want to talk about this. Like, so anyway, like, you got into the broadcast, and then eventually you decided one day, because you've been, obviously, you were probably delving in DIYing for a while before you decided to break out commercially. What was the catalyst that made you decide, hey, let's try to make a go at this and invest our money and try to make a business out of this?
Yes.
Bitches
right here.
Brew.
Bitches Brew.
For ADV. All damn vape, man. That's it.
I started making Bitches Brew by mixing 2 bottles from our local vape store. I would go in there, after out what percent, about what mixture I was looking for. I would go into the shop and say, hey guys, I need this one at this percentage and this one at this percentage. And the guys that ran the store kept getting a little frustrated because I was asking for a completely customized flavor. They didn't like doing that. So then Pandora went, you know what, let's get a DIY kit, and just play with it and see what we can come up with. Mm-hmm. And Mandy, I think, is the show we were watching. We were watching Mandy Katz. She was doing a DIY show occasionally. We were watching that.
She's rocking Mountain. We were watching that.
Yeah. And he decided he wanted to get into DIY, just play around with it, see what he could come up with. So we were like, aight. So we went to a one-stop DIY shop, and we got their little starter kit. And it arrived, and Pandora looked like a kid with a candy, on Christmas. He was just like, oh, look, and there's this, and there's this, and there's this. Look, what are these for? I don't know, but I'll figure it out. And then
obviously, I didn't get my junior science kit when I was a kid.
I know, and those starter kits are kind of nifty too, because you could choose between 5 and 10 flavors. The pre-mixed Nick is already low enough, so even if you're like, I'm not saying you wouldn't mix without gloves on, but let's say you forgot. I mean, it was only like what, 52? Was it 50? It was like 50 milligram Nick. Because it wasn't so high. Like, people work with 100, maybe even higher when they're mixing in high volumes, but the starter kit, 48, thank you. I think it's 48. And it was low enough so that it was safe to use for the beginner. You know?
And you had actually a choice. You could get the 24, I think it was 24 or 48 for a Nick base, and I think our first choice was wrong. We did get 24, but we got a VG Nick base.
No, I went 50-50.
Oh, you went a 50-50.
Yeah.
And we were having a little bit of a difficulty trying to find the right percentage and stuff like that. And then from there, with the starter kit, Pandora came up with his flavor, which is Righteous Wave Cool Breeze. And he was like, oh my god, this is good. And so during our shows, we would occasionally do giveaways and say, you know, hey, you guys want to try this? And people seem to react to it very well. And then from there, we just kind of went a little crazy. I think Bazinger was our next big one.
Yeah.
Because I was sitting there one day, and I love those Zinger cakes. And if I stood up, you'd see my ass and realize how much I love. No, I'm kidding. I love those Twinkies.
Well, I think we saw enough ass tonight, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
Dumbass.
So I don't know if everybody knows what a Zinger is, but around here and in certain other places, they sell these Twinkies that have like a red frosting with a dusting of coconut. It's a Twinkie with red frosting and coconut, and they are absolutely delicious. And I was craving one night, and I said, ooh, it'd be really cool if we had this in a vape. And so we got a couple of flavors and started playing around, and lo and behold, Bazinger was made. And
yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I haven't tried it yet. I've still been afraid of the coconut, but you know what?
Dolly Madison.
I'm gonna have to try it. I'm not gonna have a choice.
The coconut is actually fair. It's like an aftertaste. It's literally a dusting on the juice. I was eating a Zinger the other day and vaping Buzzinger, and I went, we did good.
It's like, this is spot on.
And then
wow, I'm amazing.
Some you work on, some you just get lucky.
Right.
And then a little while after Bazinger started, really, that's about when we'd gotten enough flavors and stuff that we started the website. And we were in a hangout one day with Berry Hot, and she had just ordered Bazinger to try it.
Right.
And she liked it, and she said, you know, this would be really good with strawberry. And we looked at each other and went, oh, okay. So that's why it's Strawberry Bazingers, because it's actually named after Berry Hot. And a lot of our juices, when somebody else has a hand in coming up with the flavor or the suggestion, excluding one, a lot of our other juices, we normally name them after people. Tony's Temptation, Ira's Cinnamon. Middle Earth Mint is also named after Ira, only because I call him the dwarf, because if you've ever seen Ira in a picture, he looks like a Lord of the Rings dwarf.
Like he escaped right out of Middle Earth.
Yeah, I mean, he's got the big bushy beard, kind of longish, well,
Good look on him.
one picture I saw, he had kind of longish white hair, and he's half bald. He looks kind of like a dwarf, so I've always called him the dwarf. And so that's where Middle Earth Mint came from. Tony's Temptation, fudge.
Nerva's Rum.
Nerva's Rum.
Actually, I think Nerva's Rum was the first.
No, what? The first name
first,
after? Yeah,
first
it was.
You
Nerva's
know,
Rum was.
I was at a meet and I traded and got some of your butterscotch pudding.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm sub-ohing it because I got it in 6, and they wanted, and I traded it with somebody who wanted some 12 because they're like, I can't get enough. It's like, what did it? I can't even repeat how he was talking, but it was kind of like, I'm not getting enough of a hit. I need something stronger but flavorful. I was like, hey, take your pick, buddy. Oh, you got a bottle of Enchanted? I'll take that. You're not gonna vape it, you know. But let me tell you, man, you throw that in a freaking, just a single coil sub-ohm 0.8, nice. I like it. It's tasty. I know, you're like, oh my god, he's like a kid, but no, this is tasty. It really is. And I'm not really big into butterscotches, but yeah, man, like, it's buttery. I like it.
That's how I feel about our key lime pie. I love Edward's key lime pies. Those frozen key lime pies you find in the freezer section. I love those.
That was the benchmark.
That was the benchmark for our key lime pie. And it tastes just like an Edward's key lime pie. And I love it when I sub-ohm it. It is my sub-ohm juice.
Wait, since we're delving into, like, let me just ask something. Like, when you decide to make something like Like, do you go through like a brainstorming session, like what flavors the guy, what companies to buy the flavorings from, or do you have like a few set companies that you deal with exclusively when it comes to their flavors because you're already used to their types of flavors?
That is a tough one because
like I'm not asking you to divulge sensitive information. I'm just saying, just in a general sense.
It's not at all. You know, everybody uses TPA and Flavor West and Capella's. You know, so naturally that's where we started.
Right.
A few times, you know, we've had to go beyond that realm looking for the right one. I ended up with 2 organic flavors, caramel and a blueberry.
Mm-hmm.
Man, totally worth the weirdness because the organics are so thick; they always like straight to the bottom. It's weird, so you have to constantly shake them. But man, are they flavorful!
I mean, you know, speaking of flavorings themselves, have you guys delved? I know some vendors have tried. Not everyone, but some vendors have tried this who are adventurous. Have you tried coming up with like your own like flavors from scratch in order to satisfy a particular flavor that you're looking for?
You know, I've had one on my plate for a long time. I wanna try to get a green chili sauce put together.
You mean like you know, like just a savory vape? You mean, right?
No, it's like a pepper. So yeah, I guess yeah, it would be kind of a savory. Yeah,
it'd definitely be a savory. But the thing about green chili is if you've never been to New Mexico and you've never had green chili, it's really hard to describe. It's just good.
Yeah, I mean, and like if you have it with like the right kind of ingredients, like cheese, maybe a beef flavoring, perhaps. You know where I'm getting at here.
Make like an enchilada or a green chili chicken stew vape. Yeah.
I'm having flashbacks of the blue cheese.
Oh God, let's not talk about blue cheese. Oh, I vaped last Saturday. Joe had this juice called Pink in the Stink. Okay.
Oh my God.
From Avail Vapors, right? And it is basically tuna and blue cheese together. Oh. Tuna and blue cheese, and I dripped like 4 drops into an Addy I was never going to use again.
Thank God.
It was an older 306. I was like, you know what? I'm going to use it this one last time for this, and I'm throwing this out. I vaped it, the whole thing. And there was at one point where I gagged. I literally... Oh, Amber was there. Amber was in the room downwards part. She was right next to me. I gagged. Like people moved away. They thought I was going to throw up right on the couch. It was so bad.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, my face. Yeah, she saw my face. Oh my gosh, it was pretty bad.
Honestly, if you ever get the chance to try the nasty juice, get that shit
once.
That way you'll have a good benchmark for what you don't want to vape.
Oh yeah, I definitely gagged. Oh yeah, Phil. Oh yeah, I don't know if you're watching me, but yeah, I definitely gagged. I mean, crab juice is like a dream next to some of these juices. I don't know if you guys ever had crab juice or did the crab juice challenge, but that's nothing compared to some of these new, utterly gross ones. But anyway, you know. Which one's said blueberry for you guys is the worst one you ever had?
Blue cheese, not blueberry.
Blue cheese.
Oh yeah, blue cheese. Sorry.
No, I did not have it. I had enough sense not to vape it. Pandora decided to vape it on air one day, and it was so popular he had to do it 3 more times because of his reaction. It was awesome.
Celtic Roadkill is made by the same people who make Pink in the Stink. Let me tell you, I vaped Roadkill during VaporCon. It doesn't even come close to Pink in the Stink. I mean, just the name itself is revolting. Pink in the Stink. What? You know? But you guys have everybody has a novelty juice, I guess you would call it. I mean, like Mandy has her pickles, her dill pickle. Yeah. Let's see. I'm trying to think if there's anything particular that pizza. I've tried pizza.
Stuff you have around just because it's
disgusting.
Yeah.
We had one, but we got rid of it.
What was yours?
it wasn't that it was bad per se, but it was reminiscent of a cigarette, and we called it New Pew. Originally it was New Pert, and then we changed it to New Pew. And Celtic can attest to how nasty it is, because he asked me, what flavor should I get? And I gave him a whole bunch of flavors, and then he goes, I'm going to try this New Pert. I said, you're a dumbass. And so he got it.
And unfortunately, it did taste like a burning damn cigarette.
It did. It was the only vape I've ever found that it tastes like an actual cigarette. It was disgusting.
Mentholated acid.
I can't even stand the smell of that stuff in Pandora. You go, oh, it's not that bad. See? And blow it like near me, and I'd be like, oh, God, I hate you.
Oh man, I forget. You know, I'm such a bad host. Okay, hold on. I was sitting here. I'm supposed to be pimping these links while we're talking. I keep forgetting. I just get lost in the moment. I don't usually have.
No worries.
Hey,
you guys are no joke. You guys are seriously.
Because of you, man.
Listen, let me tell you something. I'm so happy that I could fluff these guys every week. I honestly can say that. That's not
good fluffer.
I am a very good fluffer for these guys. And now it's like they returned the favor. Because now I'm on twice, so I fluffed them, they fluffed me, now we're all together. What does this make this? What does it make this? I don't know what this is called.
With benefits.
I don't know, I always saw this as like the giggle infomercial that broke up the learning show.
Yeah, they're probably a giggle infomercial.
Oh gosh. Oh yeah, D Millen says what's going on right now is fluffy. I'm digging that. I like that one. I'll tell you, Michi. Yeah, fluffy is a very prestigious position. It is. I mean, it's joy. I find joy in it. Thursday night. I mean, listen. I don't mean to toot our own horns, but I think that when it comes to during the week, we have a pretty good night Thursday night. It's fun.
Thursday night's the top night. Oh, without a doubt.
We should call it the Thursday Fluff.
Must-see TV and NBC back in the day. It was Thursday night. It was Thursday night, guys. Just saying.
I think, I love all the shows on Nova. I have missed a couple of them. I haven't seen all of them, especially since we've gotten so many new hosts. I haven't caught all of them. But of the shows I've seen, I do like all of them. They all provide something to the vaping community. Whether it be entertainment, whether it be information, whether it be good music, whatever. They all provide something. But, having said that, I still think Thursdays are the most fun because it's such an eclectic collection of different types of shows. You have Chelsea and Chris who are kind of laid back, and in all honesty, they are very laid back in my opinion. But they work really good together as a couple. Yes. I'm glad that they decided to come together because Chris was doing Electric Circus with Celtic on Tuesday nights. Chelsea was on Friday nights with Serious Trouble, or the name it was before, with Rhino with Rhino and Courtney, and they never did a show together, but seeing the dynamic of them together, I mean, you can tell why, they're a couple. Just like with you guys, I mean, your show just works because you guys know each other so well, and you obviously like each other a lot, right? I'm guessing here. So that it feeds off each other, and it emanates throughout the room. That's why your show, at least in my mind, your show, as long as you want to host, you're always going to have people enjoying you each and every week. Well, I know a lot of networks that always worry about numbers. Oh, we only had 30 people in our room. Whatever. You know what? I don't care if there's 10. I don't care if there's 100. As long as they're having fun, I will continue doing a show.
And honestly, the 30 people, whatever, that we'd have in the room doesn't really matter much unless we make a difference to at least somebody.
Yeah.
For, different juice,
that's the underlining.
Different information on gear, smokers, my favorite people to play with.
Yeah, and that's the one thing we all have in common, at least. I mean, we all go about it differently. There's no doubt about it. We all go about it differently. We have our own styles. Some people like it one way. Some people like it. Well, you know where I'm getting at. Is that we're all.
We're still talking about vaping shows, right?
We are, but like I've said this on my show so many times in the past. Like, I look at coming to vaping shows as just a continuation of community, and it's almost like AA in a way for me, going to vaping shows. Because like, even though I feel like I'll never pick up a cigarette again, it's always good to keep going to meetings. You know, that's the way I look at it. No matter if it's serious or if it's fun. We're all hanging out. We're all vapors in here. We're all enjoying each other's company. That's the important part. That's the way I look at it. And by the way, these guys make juice. Just saying. And not only that, they also make the mod hugger.
Yes.
And you saw in the picture like that he had on before how many mod huggers Pandora actually had in front on him. You had maybe like 5 or
10.
6 on you, right?
Was it 10?
10.
It was 10.
I was way off. 10. Holy crap. But it was, I mean, you could tell, like, you know what? It's such a simple idea, and I'm sure there's a lot of people out there kicking themselves for not thinking it up sooner. So, not only if you go to Enchanted E6 and you can get a wide assortment of really good juices that they put their heart into to make, and not only that, pimping people that help them come up with certain recipes, but they got the mod huggers, and they're cheap as they're inexpensive. You got them. I don't know what to say. I'm like, shit. This is really like a killer. It's a killer device. It really is. I mean, I have a red one. Thank you very much, guys. I could use. You could put like Bavaria. I don't think you could put like a 26650 device. You need like.
Yes.
You need some more. Really.
No, you can. 26.
We have one
Owl.
that has longer arms on it to go around box mods and bigger patterns.
Owl
shit.
was actually sitting there one day in a hangout with me, and he started talking about, because he got a mod hugger, and he's like, I love this thing, especially, for vape meets and stuff. I was like, awesome. And I was like, dude, you have a 26650, right? He goes, yeah. I said, cool. Can you see if the mod hugger fits on it? Because we haven't even held a 26650 yet. And he goes, sure. And he puts it on, and sure enough, it does fit. But we recommend using the longer arms on the 26650 mods because it will fit more securely.
Yeah, so definitely there's their site. If you haven't liked their Facebook page yet, I urge you strongly to, because especially, I don't know if you guys were here in the beginning of the show. For those who haven't, I'll make this announcement for them. They went over 500 likes. They're going to be putting something nice up. I don't know what. They said it's going to be soon. Do you guys have an idea what you're going to do?
It's going to probably be a 30 ml of juice. Might be a mod hugger, depending on if I can make him so or not. To Seeker Dawn, the longer arms will fit on a smaller 1800 series mod, but you will have overlap.
A lot of it.
The MVP works with the longer arms, Missy Vapes, so if you get the longer arms, it will wrap around the MVP. The only problem we've found with the mod huggers is some of them will cover your screens. You'll see even on my Ferrari right here, part of my screen is covered. The Vamo is really bad about getting the screen covered.
But that can be a good thing if you're trying to sneak a vape in like a movie theater.
Yeah, because now your light's covered.
I do that all the time. My mod of choice when I go to the movies, like, I'll just use some of this, like, I have this SVD. Oh no, this is ZMAX, but I have my SVD here. I like bringing that in. It's like a nice solid device. I mean, the screen's small enough on it. That's just mean you can cover it. Or if you want to use something small, you can use an E-roll. Like when I travel, like on a plane, I use an E-roll. And you're like, an E-roll? What the hell? But hey, when you're stealthing, man, smaller sometimes is better.
Definitely.
That's the way I look at it. Hey, you want your vape on a plane? Deal. If you don't think that's enough power, vape 2 of them at the same time. Why not? Just remember to, swallow your vape. Don't forget that, because if you blow out one nice cloud in the plane cabin, I don't know, man. I'm not in the mood to find out if I'm going to get a $10,000 fine or not.
Truth Seeker Dawn. They will fit on the Inokin ITaste VTR. You don't want to use one
I
on
wouldn't
an
recommend
VTR because of the way that those are. It'll be around them, or you'll have to go under them and pain in the ass. And the VTR weighs like 20 fucking pounds, man. You want that kind of strain? Come on. Unless you're a hooker, you are not going to have the neck muscles to work that, all right?
Oh my god!
Oh, man.
That's
Oh.
right, this is the juice.
Protog, just to let you know, you have to separate your batteries from your PVs and then put just have one bag of juice in a quart container, and you should be fine to travel with. Don't bring more than that, just to be on the safe side. If you do, let's say you're coming back from a meet, put all your extra juice in bags and put it in not your carry-on, but your checked-in baggage, and it should go through. But I would highly suggest against putting any PVs in your luggage that you're checking in, because if you do, it may not be there when you arrive.
Romax, I hate you.
Oh gosh. But anyway, before we go, this is going to be interesting. I have a little quiz that I give all my guests before they go. And it's a little 10-question quiz that I blatantly ripped off from Inside the Actor Studios with James Lipton. So if you guys are ready, you guys can answer separately or together. It's up to you. But anyway, short answer questions. You don't have to put a lot of thought in it. So anyway, here we go. What is your favorite non-curse word?
Non-curse word?
Yeah.
Happy.
Okay.
Moist.
Oh god.
Oh, God.
It
Okay.
still sounds dirty.
On that vein, what is your least favorite word?
Moist.
No.
What turns you on?
Humor.
Generally about 112 volts.
Shit.
No. I don't know. Long walks on the beach.
Oh, fuck.
Turn him on.
What turns you off?
Lies.
I'm digging it.
No. Nothing.
Alright, I gotta throw a vape question in there. One juice, one PV, one Addy. What would it be?
Addy or tank? Because I'm a tank.
Addy or tank? Okay, you can eat Addy or
Okay.
tank. Accessory. Okay.
My setup right now: Agate 2, Provari, Bitches Brew.
Ah.
Okay. Since you didn't say it had to be one that was existing, I'll take the double-ended lightsaber by vaporizing it as you turn it on, so you can just and then kick the shit out of some sand people. Oh, and a solar charger.
Oh my god, hell yeah, dude. Solar charger. Hell yeah. So you can vape through the apocalypse while everybody else is like, oh my god, I can't charge my battery. And you're like,
Well,
sucks to be you. I'm vaping all forever.
kicking sand people's ass. What are you gonna do? Hey, can I charge this in your pod there for a minute? No.
Oh god. Here we go. Speaking of that, what sound do you love?
My husband's giggle.
Because 8 to 80, you're gonna giggle.
Oh god. Okay, what sound do you hate?
I can't stand the sound of somebody like scratching carpet.
Me, it's
Oh.
scratching a chalkboard.
The sound the transmission makes right before it goes out.
Oh, you mean like when it starts like idling, like going into neutral? It's like vroom, vroom, vroom.
Bing! I hate that sound.
Here we go. Here's a nice question. What's your favorite curse word?
Douchebag.
Favorite or most used?
Amber, I will take you up on that, by the way, because now you're talking about delicious food. Go ahead. I know it's hard to choose, right?
All of them. Fuck it.
I know. Fuck it, all of them. What profession other than yours would you like to attempt?
Writer. Author.
A professional rich rider on the pro circuit rodeo. Why not? I'd probably win.
Oh shit. Okay, what profession would you not want to do?
I would not want to be a dog catcher.
I have been thinking about this particular question for over a month now, and I have to split my answer.
Okay.
Okay. The guy that changes the blue water in the porta potty, fucking hate that. But even worse, the guy at the end of the chain gang in Georgia.
Oh!
That would suck!
Oh, I would hate that. Oh.
Hi, Big Pie Guy.
I don't know how to ask this question, okay, but here's the last question. Okay, regardless of religious belief, if heaven exists, what would you like to have God say to you when you arrive at the pearly gates?
What would I like him to say, or what will he actually say?
I believe you said that.
No, what would you like to hear him say?
You did good.
Mars this way.
Shit. Guys, much love. Thank you so much for staying on. I know you guys had your show earlier. You must be really tired. You want to relax. But thank you for hanging out an additional hour and hanging out with me. I really appreciate it, guys. Guys, again, thanks, Pandora. Guys, again, please support these guys. These guys are awesome hosts on the Nova to Broadcasting. Don't forget their show is 10 to midnight Eastern Standard Time. The Giggle Box with Eagle Mom and Pandora, box 75. So here it is, and here are the links again. If you haven't liked their page, please like their page and visit their sites and take a look at their product line. I mean, really, I really want you to. Don't forget, they're doing a giveaway soon on their page, so keep an eye out for it. They'll be putting up what you need to do in order to enter it. So thank you so much again, guys.
The 500 are going to be put into a random number generator, and we're going to pull a name, and they're going to get a 30 mil.
That works for me, too. That's really simple. So, hey, you don't really have to do much of anything.
Nope.
It's just that you were nice enough to like their page.
Yep.
And they're going to hook up we're going to hook up somebody. Like, nice. So, there it is. All right. Well, anyway, hey guys, have a great evening. Rest easy. Thanks a lot again, and I'm sure I'll talk to you sometime this weekend while I'm traveling or something.
Yeah.
Bye.
Have a good night. Have a great rest of the show.
Thanks
Okay.
for
Bye, guys.
on, Rich.
All right. Take care, guys. Oh God. Oh no. Hold on a second. So anyway, I'm gonna go right into my next segment. Hold on a second here. No, I think I want to keep the symbol on for this because I like this. I'm gonna put Egamon Pan. Oh, here we go. Instead of the sun, I'm gonna do this. Yeah, instead of the sun, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna give them props the whole night. Okay, hold on a second. Let me go ahead and bring in my next guest real fast. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Anyway, guys, I'm starting up a new segment. Hey, Phil, I have the link there for you to come on in. So, anyway, here's the thing, guys. I'm trying something new. Much love, Mama. Thank you so much again. Thank you, Pandora. You guys are awesome. So I'm bringing in Phil. If you guys don't know who Phil is, in the chat room right now, he is Phil. Oh God, what's wrong with my eyes? What the heck is wrong with my eyes? It's Phil the Hitman 12. So we're just gonna wait for him to hop on in, We'll see when he comes in. And I got this really cool segment that we talked about last week. You know, I'm just gonna give you a premise while we're waiting for him to come on. Oh look, here's my little logo. Yay! So anyway, while we're waiting for him to come in, let's talk about this, okay? So I was at the Jersey meet last Saturday. You know, there are a few of us in here. Like Downward Spiral was there. Obviously Nitro, Joe, Smokey. A really bunch of really good people. I was fortunate enough to meet Sophia, who's the mixologist over there, and I'm looking forward to reviewing yours and hopefully getting them on my show. Because Vortex Vapor is me going online. It was at Vortex Vapor. They had a really nice barbecue. It was really cool. So Phil, I gave you the link in Facebook. Come on in, dude. Anyway, so Phil and I were talking. We were hanging out outside because it was actually pleasant weather for, you know, a summer day. Really pleasant. I mean, like, yeah, it rained at times, but the weather wasn't like, you know, it wasn't like stupid crazy. Do you know what I mean? Like stupid crazy hot. It wasn't like it was like, I think at times it actually dipped a little bit into the low 70s, maybe even to the high 60s at one point. It was very comfortable, and the people there were great. So anyway, Phil and I, Phil approached me, came with his ideas, like, you know, I would love to see if there's a way that I could, you know, show how to do different types of coiling. I was like, hey, this sounds like a pretty cool idea. Why didn't, you know, I never really thought about doing it in the past, but wait. I was just messaging him. I was like, come in, dude. But anyway, but yeah, I really, you know, he approached me on this, and then Nitro came up and he's like, yeah, that'd be a really cool idea. Now, you know, I don't want to, it's not like I want to devote a long segment to it, you know, but I wanted to try some because, yeah, people may say stuff like, but Rich, you know, there are shows devoted to that, you know, like Monday night, for instance. You got Nitro coming in, you know, they got low ohm theory. I know that, but, you know, this could be, you know, one of those situations where, hey, let's give it a shot, let's see how it goes, let's see if people get something out of it. And as soon as Phil comes into the hangout, maybe we could start it. Right? So anyway, in the meantime, while we're waiting for Phil, let me go ahead and dole out a giveaway right now. Because I don't know how long he's going to take. So, I know, right? Hold on. Oops. I didn't mean to do that. My bad. Hold on a second. Let's dole out this giveaway. What am I doing here? Oh, let me kick in a little music while we wait for him. Alright. Let's see here. Alright. So let's do this. We'll do this giveaway real fast right now. This one's for B Liquid, guys. So anyway, let's talk about this for a second. So you got Matt, who's Matt Honset, who's the owner of B Liquid in Taos, New Mexico. Not too far off from where Eagle Mom, you know, same state from where Eagle Mom and Pandora are. And the whole premise of B Liquid is that they not only take pride in their products, but they are vapors first and vendors second. And I think that's a really good attitude to have. I mean, like, they contribute to the shows in the vaping community primarily because they want to share out some of their creations and for people to sample them out. And I think that's a really awesome attitude to have. So, guys, what I'm going to do is, for 2 lucky people in the room... Oh, sorry, that's right. I had my Groove Shark going. For 2 lucky people in the room, okay, I'm going to dole out a gift code that's good for 115 ml bottle of e-liquid plus the cost of shipping, okay? So we'll just make this real easy. Whoever in the room has never ever tried B-Liquid and hasn't won tonight yet, and what I mean by tonight, I'm talking about my early show or my late show tonight, please put in the last 2 digits of your zip code. I will pick 2 winners from the people who are interested in this. Alright, hold on. Let me go ahead and put in some names. One second here. I'm just trying to get the zip on here real fast. Hold on. Wait. Okay, so what I decided on was I'm going to give this giveaway to Tracy C and Downward Spiral. I'll give it to you two guys. You guys haven't tried it, so hold on. Let me just put that in right here in the chat room. What's up, G-Dub? So you two won. Congratulations on it. Let me put up my winner's emote. Hold on. So anyway, you two, copy this information down, okay? So copy that down. And then copy this down. Okay? Yes! You actually won something! Oh, you're going to sleep, ma'am? Okay, ma'am. I'll see you soon! There's a story behind this, guys. I will explain Sunday. But there's definitely a story behind that. I'll see you soon, ma'am. Thank you so much, hon. So anyway, take those two emotes down. That's the information you need to claim your prize, okay? Congratulations, really. Okay, so let's go ahead and put in the next giveaway. Hold on a second here. While I wait for Phil. Let's see here. Just keep on waiting for Phil and see what happens. Okay, so here we go. Here's the next one. River Bottom Fog Sauce. So what I'm going to be doling out tonight is 2 30ml bottles, 1 30ml bottle for each winner. So 2 winners, 2 30ml bottles. And let's talk about River Bottom for a second, shall we? Wait, hold on a second. I don't know, Phil. I'm here. Try it again. I've been here. I've been here, Phil. Alright, hold on. Let me give him a second. Try it again one more time, Phil. Because the whole time it just keeps on saying I'm the first one here. Wait, hold on. Let me take a look at that. 1 second, 1 second, Amber. Hold on. Oh, okay, I see. Okay, 22. Got it. 22. No problem. Got it. Fantastic. Alright, so we're going to dole out these 2 winners right now for River Bottom Fog Sauce. If you haven't ever tried River Bottom Fog Sauce, by the way, you know, just to give you the shimmy on, I forgot, River Bottom first started experimental with tobacco extraction 2 years ago in an effort to produce high-quality, naturally extracted tobacco e-liquid. He succeeded and introduced this line on a national level at Vape Expo 2 in Ann Arbor, Michigan. Okay? Now, in August 2013, I was like almost a year ago. Since then, the popularity of these e-liquids have been incredible by any standard within the vaping industry. There's a reason for it, and it's the time and effort that he goes through to make these blends for the most discriminate tobacco connoisseur. Now, just so you guys know, people who want to participate in this, like, he came out with juices that are also... Hold on. Oops. This is a little loud. My bad. Oh, and he's in. And Phil's in the room. Hey, Phil, what's up?
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Okay, so I'm just going to dole out these giveaways real fast. You know, Phil, what I want you to do is pick 2 people in the crowd that put in the last 2 digits of their zip code. Let me know who they are. And these 2 people who've never tried River Bottom Fog Sauce will each receive a 30ml. Let's do it that way. Just remember, guys, if you won in my earlier show, you can't participate. 1 winner a night, guys, with the exception of Joe's Mod. I let everybody go in on that. Almost everybody. You already won, Downward. He's looking.
There's so many numbers.
Just pick two. Pick two names, and then I'll grab the numbers at the end of it. All you need to pick is two names.
We'll pick Tony the Vapor and Al Spielman.
Hold on. Who is Al Spielman? Let's see where I can't. I'm looking for him. Hold on. All right, guys, stop typing for a second. Hold on. I gotta write his name. Oh, okay, he wrote again. Okay, hold on. 1981. 01. Okay, congratulations, you two, Tony the Vapor and Al Spielman, 1981. These two people won. Congratulations. Let me put the winner's emote up, and then we're going to start the Phil segment. I already talked to Celtic. We are going to probably run a little bit late. But thank you, Celtic, by the way. But after this show, you will have the Late Show with Celtic. My man, 8. Okay. So here we go. Take this information down, guys, people who won tonight. And congratulations on the 30 mil piece. So anyway, let's talk to Phil. Hey, Phil, how are you, man?
How's it going, buddy?
I'm all right. I really appreciate you coming on. I think this might be a cool idea. So let's go into it. We're going to start the video now. And while we're doing it, he's going to explain to you what's happening, okay, guys? Can you give us a little premise of what build we're going to be seeing tonight, Jeff?
Basically, it's the build on my tugboat I just did on Sunday. It's just a standard 22 gauge 5-wrap macro.
Right.
Comes out right around 0.2.
All right. Okay, so here we go. He's going to be narrating this, and while I do that, I'm going to take a little bio break, and then I'll be back, and I'll ask him questions while you're building. So we're going to start the video now. Phil, are you looking at the screen in the chat room?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So here we go. Now just keep in mind that the video is going to be 7 seconds delayed. So guys, if you hear him starting up late on stuff, you have to take that into consideration because there's a little bit of lag. So, all right, here we go. Let's start this up. And go, Mr. Phil.
All right. So here we have, the mod. The tugboat atomizer. There's two 7/64 drill bits, 2 sections of 22 gauge, addy seat, tools, cotton, all the things you need. So I like to use the addy seat to just to make it a little easier for me. So I'm gonna move some stuff out of the way, obviously. And I'm going to go ahead and start wrapping the first coil. Now the first wrap on this doesn't count. I'm going to pull that first wrap out. And then go ahead and wrap the second one. Now the second one, I got a good first wrap on, so I just went ahead and did the 5 wraps and was good with that. And I'm just pulling everything tight, getting it about right.
Okay, I'm back. What's up, bro?
Well, I got some coils.
Alright, so here you go. You're snapping it off now. You're like...
Yeah,
Just cutting off the ends.
Cut that tail off a little bit to make it a little easier.
Alright. Okay, so what is it you're doing now? Okay, you're putting in the first coil.
Yeah, I'm just lining the legs up because of the tugboat having a pretty.
Yeah, just step us through this, man. Hold on. Okay, so you got the first coil going in. You got you have your drill bit to like keep it in place.
Yeah. Yeah, right. But with the, like I was saying, with the tugboat there, it with the deep well, it makes it kind of difficult at times to get the coils into the post. So I kind of fiddle with it a little bit, as you guys will see. It's a little finicky. It's not bad, but with 22 gauge, it's a little easier. But whenever you use something like 30 or 28, that's pretty, wobbly, it makes it a little more difficult.
Well, I see your end result. I'm looking at it here. Hold on a second. I'm gonna put him into the shot so you guys can see his face. So hold on a second. I'm gonna put you in the shot, Phil, so people could be like, "Hey, we don't see him." So, all right. So here he is. We'll put him in the side so you can. Oop, I don't want him to. There he is. Okay, so we got you in the shot. Sorry about that, Phil.
Oh, you were fine.
All right.
Demilling, it really doesn't matter which leg. I mean, I'm pretty sure I do it the same way. I'm not entirely sure which way I do it, but whatever way it goes in is the way that it goes in. I don't really see where it would matter too much.
Just to talk about what Celtic Fury's bringing. If you guys don't know what Celtic Fury's talking about, he's talking about the Sisters of Mercy, probably one of the greatest bands of all time. I saw them live like 5 different times during the 90s and once during the 2000s. Fantastic. Andrew Eldridge for the win. But here we go. Keep going.
Well, like I said, because it's a tugboat, I had to fight with it a little bit there.
Right.
Once I get it through, it shouldn't take too god-awful long. I hope not. There. And I like to leave the drill bits in just to make sure that the coils stay round.
Oh no, Tiny's in the room. Look, Tiny came to say hi to you, Phil. Happy birthday, by the way, Tiny. Holy smokes. Alright.
So I'm using the pliers to just kind of pull the leg through.
Right, I see what you're doing there.
And I did a big no-no and pulled the other drill bit out, so I had more room to work. But
so wait, and technically, in a best case scenario, you would leave both drill bits in the meantime until you have them snug on the connectors.
And yeah, until you get the post through, and then you tighten down your screws.
Okay. Now let me ask something. Why is it that you should keep the drill bits in while you're tightening it to the post?
Just to keep your coils round. I mean, if you really don't have to, but for me, whenever I do it, it makes it so they stay level, and they don't move around a heap and hell of a lot, which is a good thing.
Right.
Because I like to, I did this as just an offset build, but I do like to do center post builds. Because of the wicking. It makes it a little better for wicking purposes, but... Right.
No, I hear you. And, I'm assuming that these are, tight coils. I mean, like micro coils, right?
They're on a 7/64 drill bit, so they're actually a macro.
Oh, okay.
But just to keep them round.
And then what you're doing is you're snipping more of the ends off, so that way you can put the top in flush.
Yeah.
Right.
I had to grab a different pair of cutters because those weren't doing what I needed them to do. It would have been a lot easier to do this had I not left my build kit at Vortex Vapor.
Oh yeah, I heard about that, man. So it's pretty much gone with the wind. You have to build yourself a new kit, right?
I already did. I went out Sunday morning and went to Lowe's and bought more tools. So, I actually got my new wire today, so I'm good to go.
Oh, okay, good. I mean, you at least had some wires like left over, so you weren't
I
completely
had
out
some
of the
stuff
cold.
here.
All right.
Always have wires stashed away somewhere.
Okay, so you're just showing us what the coils look like up close now, right? Okay.
Yeah, and it doesn't really focus in very well, which is unfortunate. But I mean, the one you could tell the one on the left is spaced out kind of far, and I did that on purpose to show whenever I equalize them.
Okay. All right. What's the next step? What is it you're going to be doing now? Okay.
I'm gonna take it off of the Addy seat, put it onto my mod.
Okay.
And I'm gonna start to burn it in. Now, I realized I didn't ohm check this, and I understand that, but I knew what it was gonna be. I knew exactly where it was gonna be at, and I don't have a good ohm reader right at the moment.
Okay, so what were you trying to get at? You were trying to get a 0.2, right?
Yeah, it's right around 0.2.
Okay.
So as you can see there, one glowed first, and the one that glowed first is the one you want to squeeze. And you just keep firing and squeezing and firing and squeezing until they both light evenly from the center out at the same time.
Okay. Now, is there any other significance in like doing these dry burns ahead of time before you put in your wick?
Yeah, you definitely want to have your coils equalized before you start to wick it. Because if you don't, one coil's going to end up burning hotter than the other, and it's not going to be a good vape.
Okay. So be it kind of like an uneven vape, something you can tell when you're with the taste and stuff. It'll mess with the taste. Okay.
Yeah, you'll end up burning up one side. Like if you use cotton, you'll end up burning the cotton on one side, and the other side will still be wet as could be.
Right.
So what I'm doing now that I got them equalized pretty much is I'm just going back in with the drill bits, making sure everything's still round. And then I'm pretty sure I went back over and tightened the posts, retightened the posts to make sure that, because once you do that, sometimes the heat will loosen your posts.
Okay, I see.
And I might adjust them a little bit, but nothing major.
Right.
Yeah, so just going around, making sure everything's tight. You don't want any shorts, anything like that.
Let's see here. Oh, look at that. That's going nice. Yeah, Tiny, I mean, I know you wanted to go there and meet, but, people miss you on Envy, so it's nice that you'll be able to come back this week after being absent last week.
DeMillan, it's 22 gauge wire. You really don't need to use a torch on 22. It's easier to just do it on the mod. And what I'm doing now is I picked up another mod and took a vape break so my coils would cool off so I could wick them.
A little vape break. And this is the vape break portion of the video.
Because coil tattoos are not fun. Especially with 22 gauge, because that stuff stays hot for a while.
Right. So just so people know, what is the proper amount of time you should wait from the time you fired it before you decide to start wicking it? Like about a minute, 2 minutes?
About a minute or so, you should be fine.
Okay. Now, do you think it's a good idea for people to take out their battery on their mod right away? I know that mods mostly have a lock-in mechanism, but do you think the safest route would be to remove the battery prior to doing this? When you're this close?
Yeah, you probably could. I mean, I was building it on the vanilla, so it has a recess button. So.
Oh, okay. So it doesn't even have like a lock-in mechanism. Like it You could
Well,
stand it flush
has a
without it
lock.
firing.
Yeah, but it has a lock too. But
Yeah, that vanilla's nice, man. It's nice.
I really love it. I do. So you just roll up your end on your cotton.
Mm-hmm.
You want some resistance, but you don't want a lot of resistance. And what I did with this is that I just used the same piece to do both sides. But what I'll take my scissors here and cut it about where I think I want it at.
Okay.
And then I'll take the same piece that I already threaded through and thread it through the other side.
Okay. Yeah, because I've actually seen what some people have done was they would take one piece of cotton, thread it in one way, and then flip it over and then thread the other way, and then just snip it in the middle. You can do it that way also. I mean, but do you think it's easier to do it the way you did by cutting it ahead of time?
I think so. I mean,
Okay.
I've seen it. I've actually done it where I go, like I'll go through the one coil and then I'll bring it diagonally across and bring it through the other coil and leave that piece of cotton across the top.
Oh yeah, just for extra wicking material. To like,
Well,
like
that way you can drip right down through your drip tip and it'll soak your cotton.
Ah, right.
But that doesn't produce as much vapor that way, and I'm a cloud chaser, so I'm trying to get as much out of it as I can.
Yeah, I understand. I remember. Yeah, so it's gonna be good to have you as my roommate at Palooza, because then I could kind of like sit there with you firsthand. I know, guys, you're like, oh my god, Rich, you're ashamed to all Pinoys out there. You can't even properly coil. That's not true. I built my single coils okay. When I need I can coil.
I'll build you something good.
Well, no, more like I'll probably sit there and you just tell me what to do, you know, like, be like, you're doing that wrong, do it this way, kind of thing. You could be like the guy with the ruler and like, hit my wrist.
Okay, so what I'm doing here is I'm taking the short side and I'm going to tuck it under the coil and move it off to the side. I don't know if you can really tell it in the video or not, but basically it's just to...
You're just tucking it in, right? Okay.
Yeah, I'm not forcing it, I'm just poking it with the screwdriver.
Okay.
Just to get it kind of where I want it to be. Now, once you put juice on it, obviously it'll expand and you can move it around a little bit more. Mm-hmm. And that camera would not focus, I'm telling you.
it's just not cooperating with you.
No, it doesn't like me.
Okay. All right. So now you're gonna put in the juice, right?
Yeah, and I actually was it's Pearl Flake.
Guys, I talked about this the other day. I did a review on some Vaporcraft. I have the lead sled, not the Pearl Flake. But let me tell you, I tried the Pearl Flake last weekend because Phil dripped it on my my RDA a couple times. Shit, it's good, man. It's smooth.
I actually just ordered I ordered 120 mils of it 2 days ago. It should be here tomorrow.
Oh gosh. you like your Pearl Flake, man, no doubt.
Well, I ordered. What did I order? I ordered 120 mils 3 weeks ago, and I'm down. The last bottle's almost gone.
So, let's say on the average, when you're, considering you're cloud chasing all the time, right, Phil? I'm guessing. I'm not sure if you use other devices, but if you're primarily cloud chasing, how much juice do you think you go through in a typical day? Just so these guys get a perspective.
Probably about 50 mils, but I vape pretty heavy.
Okay, because I go maybe like 10, at most 15, if that. But I average about 10 mils a day at like 12 milligram Nick.
Yeah.
But I tank it though, so.
I'm at 3 and 6, so. Now what I just did there, I burned in the cotton to try and get that cottony taste out. It
Alright.
You want to do it about 5 times at minimum, maybe a little more. It just depends. And then rejuice it and vape on.
Oh damn! Look at that shit. You're probably saying like, "Damn, look at that shit!" Right? That shit is nice. Oh man, look at that, dude! Look at that thing spark.
Yeah, it rips.
Dang! Oh man, hold on. Let's bring you back. Hold on a second. Let's bring you back. Oh, there we go. We're back. Oh yeah, dude, nice. Just a couple of questions. I know you guys are probably gonna look at me like, "Oh, Richie newbie," but on a typical build like that, how long does an 18650 usually last for you on that?
I went through 5 today. 5, 1 VTC 5 and 2 VTC 4s and 2 VTC 3s.
All right, take care, Chevy. Dang. So you definitely go through a lot. So,
But that was starting at 7 o'clock this morning
Right.
until right now. Like I'm on my 5th battery right now.
yeah, you've had a long. Did you even have a chance to nap between work and now?
No,
You're like, nap? What's that?
I don't do that stuff. I barely sleep.
Hey, listen, off topic. I'm about to take a long drive tomorrow. What is your when you take long haul trips? What do you think is the best way to make sure you keep alert? And when do you feel is the best times to stop? And take a break. Like when you do take a break, do you go out and walk around, jump around a little bit? What's your usual routine? Because I know that you do long commutes, so I figure I would ask.
When we went to Chicago, I actually went on 2 hours of sleep,
Mm-hmm.
and we drove straight through. The only time we stopped was to eat breakfast and to just to fill up on gas. Other than that, we didn't stop. We just kept right on trucking.
And just so you guys know, he has a new car, a new truck. He didn't let Nitro touch the steering wheel. So he drove that haul all by himself. I'm guessing you did both ways.
Oh yeah, I did both ways.
Oh man. So
Yeah, it's not bad. I mean,
right. But
I do a lot of driving for work, so I'm
Right.
kind of used to it. It doesn't really bother me. But I mean, for the most part, if you need to stop, just stop, get out, walk around for a couple of minutes. I know on the way back from Jersey, I did pull off on an exit ramp and get out and walk around the car for a little bit because I was pretty tired.
So did I, man. I was exhausted. I mean, I'm gonna tell you guys this. Don't freak out, but I was in the middle of the Garden State Parkway, right on the right lane. I made sure I stayed in the right lane, and I had it on cruise at 65. But I felt myself nodding off. I literally almost came to a complete stop in between exit 145 and 147 on the road at 4 o'clock in the morning. And then I was like, "Oh my God, I need to pull over." And then I started driving again. But I literally had to stop because I felt myself that if I didn't slow down, that I was gonna swerve by accident. And there are times in that where it puts things into perspective. If you're going on long hauls like that and you know your limits, don't make the mistake I did and just drink a coffee expecting that that's enough. Drink a coffee and then bring another coffee with you. So, because it could be dangerous. I did the smart thing and slowed down slowly instead of nodding off because I realized that I wasn't doing well, And then eventually I went to a service station and I actually hung out there, Phil, for almost an hour. I had a little bit of breakfast and drank some more coffee and just really tried to wake up. And then when I felt better, I was able to hop in my car and drive all the way back. So
Yeah. Well, I know Nitro conked out on me, and I don't remember much of the last leg of the trip from Jersey on Saturday. That was insane. I remember pulling into his house, and I remember coming to my house, but it was a blur after that.
oh man, yeah. So yeah, absolutely, Steve. I agree. So You know.
So does anybody in the room have any questions about the build that I didn't answer?
Right. And what we're gonna do, like I said, we're just starting out on this. We're like, he wanted to start with something that people can relate to. I know you said you wanted to delve into more complicated builds and showing people how you do that, and I think this might be something good because it adds a little bit of I guess like APV content for those who are interested. So, and I know I am. So, I do appreciate you, Phil, coming in. Hold on. Yeah, no, but Vapor King, there was no car in front of me and no car behind me. There was literally like a stretch of road. I was the only car on the freaking highway. Literally, like a mile in front of me, a mile behind me. I was the only car. You figure it was between 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, so, you know, like, I'm going on a long haul again tomorrow. I'm going to Tennessee, so, and then from Tennessee, I'm going to Indiana, so, I'm going to make sure that I take a nice nap before I leave. I'm going to take at least a 2-hour nap. And I got 18 hours. I got an 18-hour drive.
Good Lord.
Yeah. That's the first leg. 18 hours first leg.
That's a long day.
I know. D. Millen wants to know, what's the best build for flavor, Phil?
Actually, what I have, the best flavor build I have right now, it's actually a Tiger coil. I don't know if it'll focus or not, so you guys can see.
Well, yeah, we kind of see it. Let's see. Oh, that one coil's weirded out. It's like it looks twisted and then coiled at the end. Is that correct?
It's what it is this one is 22 gauge with. It's 22 gauge with 26 wrapped loosely around, and it has good vapor production, but I get more flavor off of it than anything. And since it's on this big tobe, it with all the airspace, you really can't cloud chase with it. So. Right.
So it's mostly. I mean, yeah. So, what do you build the ohms at? I mean, do you build it like just close to 1 ohm, or do you go over an ohm?
Not for my max now. I mean, it's still pretty sub ohm. It's probably 0.3, I'd say.
But it's not a cloud chaser. Gotcha.
No, I mean it'll put out good vapor production. Don't get me wrong, but it's not
competition. Yeah, it's not a competition rig.
Yeah, it's not a comp rig.
Right, I hear you. But anyway, yeah. So anyway, guys, we're gonna let Phil go, and then I'm gonna do the rest of my giveaways before Celtic goes. Before I go, I know we had a couple of hiccups before you came on tonight. We'll iron it out for next week. And hey, Phil, thanks a lot for coming in and showing us your build, man. Appreciate it.
No problem, dude.
All right. Have a good evening, man. Take care, bro. Sleep well.
I hear you, buddy.
All right.
We'll see you later.
All right. Peace, brother.